This time on Road and Race, I talk about what's good and what's bad about my M3. So here we are, we're out for a quick drive. I have my friend Gary with me.
People remember me.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't remember me.
No. Never forget this ginger beard though.
So we are out for a drive in the country to give my 3-week of ownership impressions. So I'm going to go through kind of what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, kind of an initial thoughts really.
This is only the second BMW I think I've ever been in, to be honest.
Oh really?
Because my friend, he's got a 335i, but it's very similar inside.
They're all very similar.
Yeah.
Basically every BMW you get in, and that's maybe what's quite disappointing about the M3, apart from the few M badges, it's basically an E3 series.
Yeah.
They don't do anything that special. I mean, the steering wheel's got some nice stitching on it.
I think the outside though, this car looks pretty special from the outside.
Very much so, yeah. They say every single panel, I think apart from the doors, are different from a standard E92.
I mean, it's so like wide, isn't
Wide, yeah, it's really kind of anabolic and
it? The bulge
aggressive.
on the bonnet and the vents.
Oh, the bulge is amazing. I love the bulge. It kind of dominates your view as you look out
It's a
into the
proper
road.
M car, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas now, like you see like an M135i, and that the only way I can tell that apart from an M1 series is that you get two exhausts at the back. There's a lot of room in the back, isn't there?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's fairly comfortable in the back. I can fit in there fairly okay. I haven't been in there for long journeys, but you know, if you've got a normal sized person in the front, I've got enough legroom. It's more than I thought, and I was quite concerned about the headroom in the back as well, because it's quite a sloping coupe. It's surprisingly quite a lot of headroom, and I'm 6 foot, so I'll talk about the M button then.
Okay.
So you can program the M button to do loads of changes all in one go.
Yeah.
If I press the M button, you should feel it gets a bit bumpier because all the lights come on.
Okay.
So I'm in full sports suspension now.
Oh, it is bumpier. Yeah. This is quite a bumpy road.
Got maximum attack on the throttle. Heaviest steering setting, there's only one setting though, and I've got the M dynamic mode on in the traction control, which is the medium setting, which is a little bit slip but shouldn't allow you to get into too much trouble.
It will kind of rescue you if it gets a bit too hairy.
So it's third gear, 50 miles an hour.
Feels nice. Feels nice. Similar to your Porsche in that, because there's no turbo, this is naturally aspirated, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get the power the further on you go, don't you? On the rev range. But no, it's a nice constant surge of power.
Yeah, and it sounds really nice. There's a real growl from the engine.
Yeah. V8, is it V8?
V8, yeah. 4 litre V8.
Wow. I'm not very up to date with my BMW, so...
Should we try launch then? So this is...
Has it got launch control?
Well, M dynamic mode should allow you to have an assisted kind of launch control.
Okay.
So first gear, here we go then. I'd say 4,000 revs, shall we?
That sounds nice.
Alright, so I've never done this before. First launch, no.
Jesus, that's pull.
That's scary, isn't it? I'd hate to be a passenger in this car. That would scare the shit out of me.
We lost a little bit of traction, but it's still hooked up.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit damp.
Oh no, that is. It revs 8,500. It's absolutely.
When you get past 6,500, that does go, doesn't it?
Yeah, the rev limiter there.
Are you happy with it though?
Oh, ecstatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has it met your expectations?
I exceeded my expectations.
Yeah?
Yes.
In what way?
It's such a Jekyll and Hyde car because it's so docile and sleepy and comfortable on the motorway.
Yeah.
But you press this button and it just sharpens everything up. I mean, the pedal response makes it more eager straight away, and the suspension just really makes it really hunker down. It feels like it kind of grows claws and digs into the asphalt.
When you press that, I mean, it sounds a bit cliche, but when you press that button, it did feel like a sports car.
Yeah.
When we were cruising up here, you know, as you say, it's just a normal sort of 3 Series BMW.
You don't appreciate the sports suspension as much on B roads because you're never really pushing the car as hard as you can, or as you know, you never go into a corner too fast.
No.
But on the track, I've tried it, and it's unbelievable how flat this car is on just some of the tightest turns. It makes the car feel a lot lighter because when you're driving around day to day, 1.6 tons of car, it does feel a little bit heavy. But when you do put it in full sport mode, it really surprised me. It's just so agile. and it feels so much lighter than it is. There's loads of nice things about this car, stuff that's really standard on, you know, saloon cars, which I've just never had in a car before. So, you know, simple things like dimming mirrors when you're on the motorway, which is such a simple thing but so nice, because you're no longer there blinded by people behind you. If you look in the centre console, you have a refrigerated cup holder.
Refrigerated?
Yeah, pumps aircon in there.
Oh, yeah.
Reversing mirrors, so when you reverse, the mirrors tilt down so you can see the ground, which is nice.
That's good.
Curbs and stuff like that.
What's this SOS? Does that call the emergency services?
Well, have a look at it. Flip the button down.
Press that?
Yeah, press that.
What is that?
It's a little button you push in there.
Oh.
I think
it's that when you're driving it's too bad, I have to go like...
That's right, yeah. I don't know what it does. I should probably look that up. I think it calls the emergency services or BMW.
You've got Bluetooth, haven't you?
Phone, Bluetooth in the car. Doesn't do music over Bluetooth. Bit too young. Remember, this is a 10-year-old car, so technology moves on.
So you need to
quite heavily.
An aux cord.
Yeah, I've done that already.
You've done that?
Yeah. It's got analog audio and a cigarette lighter. That does my phone needs pretty well.
I heard you mention TV on one of your previous videos.
There is a TV.
A TV? So a full-on TV?
Full-on TV. Yeah, free view.
Can we do it?
Not whilst you're moving.
So you have to be stationary.
Yeah. It's quite a low-res TV screen.
Still a TV in your car.
So yeah, it's good to be waiting for people. I've had to pick people up from the station and whatnot and just tuned in to you know what's going on. On the, I don't know if you can see on the speedo, there is a little red and yellow area. The red line was reduced down to about 7, I think, when the engine's cold.
Oh, that's good.
I'll talk about some of the things that annoy me then already in this car. And it does take a long time to get warm, this car. I mean, it's a big old engine, and it will take 15-20 minutes to get up to the 100 degrees.
Over the oil temperature?
Yeah, to get up to temperature. I mean, yes, you can't drive it hard for a good 15-20 minutes, so it's a bit longer than other cars I've owned and driven. Fuel economy is obviously bad, you know, 26 miles to gallon.
That's not too bad.
That's on the motorway. In town it drops to 15 or 16. I've not done full tests.
Okay.
But I knew that going into this car, you know, and that's something which I accept.
You don't buy it for miles per gallon, do you?
You don't buy it for fuel economy, no. And that's, you don't have an engine like this for that type of...
You'd get 330D if you were going to...
The bolsters that grip you here, I thought would be really good for the track, because you can get it to really hug you, but it doesn't really hold you enough.
They're not very deep though, are they?
No. On the track I was kind of sliding about a bit.
So, I mean, I think this bit here as well is, you kind of, the top half
yeah,
of the
the
body
top half's just slipping around. So apart from replacing the seat, I don't really think there's much really I can do. I've tried CG locks and stuff like that, where it locks the belt in place, but they're not.
Would you replace the seat? Would you look at getting a proper seat in there, or?
Maybe, yeah. Things are how uncomfortable is it going to be day to day?
Yeah.
With like a sports seat in it.
You've got to weigh up how much track time you're going to actually be doing.
Yeah.
Is it going to be worth it?
How much time does it take to swap them in and out? And this is a heated electric seat. It's going to weigh a ton. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm nitpicking. The amount of things that I don't like about this car, very, very small. I mean, you know, there's a few customisations I want to do and a few little tweaks here and there just to make it my own. But it's an extremely sorted car.
I think it's lovely. I think it's really nice, mate. I think you've done well. No, I really like it. I think you're going to have some fun with it.
Next time on Road and Race, we put the Ford Focus RS Mark III up against its closest rival, the BMW M140i. Both cost roughly the same and have roughly the same performance, so we find out which one is best. Also, we bring along my E92 M3, which was twice the price 10 years ago, to see how that compares. If you found this video useful, please subscribe and hit the like button, as it really helps us make more shows. Please feel free to get in touch by leaving a comment on this video, and I reply to everyone. Links to follow us on social media are in the description box. Thanks for watching.